selected right behind Scotty Barnes. The cut to the basket, and Desmond Bane with the bucket. 44 points for the Magic, 21 for the Raptors. But these are two teams defensively that get after it. And it's shaping. Suggs gets the bucket. Here's Scotty on the attack. The double comes. You find RJ on the duck-in. But again, displaying the vision of Scotty B. Carter, Wendell Carter Jr. Second chance opportunity, and Suggs backing down. Barnes on the inside. Barrett gets in the paint.
Well, you take Shed off the floor, and you got a little more spacing on the floor now with Grady Dick and
and they beat Charlotte in Charlotte.
And I'll tell you what, great job by Scotty Barnes coming out of the timeout. One game road trip for the Raptors, and then back here Wednesday night to play Sacramento.
I've said it before. Where's Matt Leonard? He's made sense. Here's Scotty B with the three. Stretches it out, and Barnes from Belleville.
Coach Starko calls that timeout. Ooh, response!
Raptors trail by 4. Here's Suggs with a step back three. Got it. And Suggs on the season just 32. And it's just a little bit more. And he's a fiery competitor. Just another level when he takes on the Raptors. And how about Barnes stepping into the three? He didn't attempt a three.
So you got to play your better guys more minutes. You got to throw the book out tonight. Load guys up.
Banchero spinning around. He'll get it to Shed. Shed leaves it for Mamu. The open three. Mamu says not to Shed. Magic getting back in transition. The ball movement. Mamu connecting for points. They haven't scored since the 5:30 mark. Here's Grady up top. Scotty with A.J. Lawson on the glass.
Let's run.
Shed lead pass. Scotty running the floor. Stripped it. Shed on the scene. Lead pass. Scotty kicks it. AJ from Brampton. Orlando 0 for their last 6 with 5 turnovers. And there's another one. AJ to Mamu. The and one. Orlando hasn't scored since the 5:30 mark of the first quarter. Pirtle puts it on the deck. Finds AJ in the corner. Lawson!
Or he does a little dribble drive and kick. Beautifully done.
27-0 run. RJ with the layup. Again, turnover leading to points. Back in transition. Banchero double. Sends it to Carter. Carter tiptoeing, and he ends up giving it away. Raptors rolling, and Jakob running. And the Raptors took advantage of that next group.
Because you don't have the guard play, and you start turning it over.
And credit disrupts the flow with Shed. Shed now with Banchero on him. Up top, Pirtle. And just with all the switching going on, the recognition of Mamu.
And good high-low pass that time by Jakob, the two bigs. I tell you what, he saw good minutes the other night between Pirtle, Mamu, and Scotty Barnes. The three of them together. So,
but it's been 2 seasons in a row that they have dealt with heavy losses. And De Silva turns and knocks it down. They got the Baltic starting 5 on the inside. Batazzi on the inside, and 5 on the clock. Scotty up fake, spins, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Oh! Scotty Barnes spins around and throws it down on Batazzi. Raptors putting it all together, and Mamu
slicing, dicing.
Off the inbounds on the inside, RJ.
Great job, Scotty Barnes. I want to touch on that when we get a moment.
Here's Scotty backing in, kicks it. Martin with the three, and he drains it. Martin.
Sometimes fingers get pointed.
Scotty over top. Shed with the find, and clock down. Scotty over top. Doesn't go. Long rebound for Suggs. Suggs now getting to the rim, throws it down. along with Carter. And R.J. Barrett, great job playing on the top side. Out and running, extra pass. Scotty. And the final four set, Jack. Here's Carter spinning with a left. 135, 118.
Wow.
Again, Miami, and look, Raptors are going to see him April 7th. Yeah, they're an extremely talented team, but for obvious reasons.
Get healthy.
Jakob Poeltl, and the Raptors continue. Another steal. Jacoby. Timeout, Jamal Mosley.
They've been coached up big time. A Jack Curran and Archbishop Malloy in New York.
De Silva with a hook shot over top. It is a special place. It's worth the journey to go there.
I've been there.
I've been there multiple times.
I'm not sure if I would say it's worth
these things before.
Who's got the best on your team? That's him. So the rock's got to be in his hands more and more, and everyone else got to play off.
AJ throws it down. Straight out of Brampton with the hammer. Averaging better than 21.
So you got Battle, right, who's sick tonight. Look at that help. What was part of the rationale with Fred VanVleet leaving, right?
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, you want to feature this guy more, but if you're going to feature him, then feature him.
Here's Carter with the bucket.
Just how well he has shot it this year from the line. Right around 30.5%.
Scotty with the slam dunk. Does his work on the inside. Barnes gets tied up by Carter. No call underneath. And the layup is good. And it just continues with the ball.
And like show a ton of compete level. Disappointing.
RJ plus the foul.
And if you're an executive that coaches stress from day one of training camp.
RJ, the finish and the foul. Here's RJ in the paint. Oh, the pass. Hangs on the rim, Martin. Puts it back up and in. Never give in or give up.
So you got to be really conscious tonight, this fourth quarter here, of the minutes, particularly the guys that play a lot for you. See.
Sweet touch, Walter. Barnes scored or assisted on 57 of the Raptors' 113 points.
Remarkable.
Corner three, Jacoby.
Don't snap your fingers there, Jacoby Walter. He had a tough start, but I feel like it's going to go in every time.
Shed with the steal. Shed with the throwdown. Rising up, soaring through the air. Just play with intensity. Play to the standard.
They're up 53.
Yeah.
Well, like I'm a history man. They're up 55 points.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Just maintain.
55 points.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Just maintain.
I get it, but I get it. You know, like now they're up 53. Okay. I mean,
look at Darko. He's not happy right now with that. Well, especially with everything that they thought as Lawson fills it up from the corner.
Just from a pro personnel perspective, I look at him out there and I look at this guy and say, can't play for us. He's a good player.
Yeah. Trace Jackson Davis lays it up and in.
And I wish him well because somebody's going to get lucky with him.
Howard lays it up and
I think he understands my motive. He understands why I'm here.
Raptors are going to win their 5th in a row at home and improved to 42 and 32. Grady with the bucket. 10 games over 500, Jack, on the season in a game that we've been talking about for quite some time. Howard with a slam dunk. And Carter with it. Here's Howard getting to the bucket. And for the Magic, how do you digest this? This
really needs to be considered more and more in terms of his usage and his role.
3 by...
It's been a tough sledding for the Raptor organization, so this is a nice step.
Here's great performances that you will see in the NBA.